Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing another guitar review and it is of this, the Harley Benton Les Paul Gold Top with P90s B stock. Now this guitar was purchased from Thomman. It's their in-house brand, Harley Benton, if you've never heard of them before. Links in the description below. This is a B stock, so this is what you can expect if you buy one of these. It comes fully working as it should, but it has some cosmetic defects. So we're going to take a closer look at this guitar. We're going to take all the pieces so you can see the ins and outs, and then we're going to do some sound tests at the end of the video. So this guitar is actually the Harley Benton SC-450 P90 GT, and it is a whopping £126.75. That's for one that's not a B stock. I don't know what was paid for this. It will be less than that, obviously. This was lent to me to use and to review. So for that whopping price tag, you get a basswood body, arc top, which is very nice indeed. You get a set neck, which is maple. You get a C profile neck, and it is gold top high cross. Okay then, so let's take a look at what makes this a B stock. I'm going to get my other camera. I can see, I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but there's a slight blemish, like a ripple in the finish underneath. There's one here. There's a mark in the lacquer here. There's a mark in the lacquer here. Otherwise, can't see much else. On the front, doesn't look very well cut around the pickup there. There's a chip there. The pick guard itself, which is hideous, I would take that off, and we will see what it looks like took off. It isn't very well cut. Frets look real nice. No sharp edges. Look really well done. The obvious ones on the back, there's a ding in the body here, there's a ding in the neck here, and I just took the finish off. Other than that, I can't see much else. So, like I do in all my reviews, I'm going to take this completely apart as much as I can. Obviously it's a set neck, so I can't take the neck off, to show you the ins and outs of the guitar, and then we're going to put it all back together, set it up, and do a sound test. First things first, let's get rid of that scratch plate. Fortunately on this one, the lacquer is chipped here and here underneath the scratch plate. It's whether you can live with that or not. It is a B stock one, so it wouldn't bother me, but I think they just look better without the scratch plate. What some people do is just put the screws back in the hole. The plate itself is just a cheap, plasticky, horrible thing. The switch feels fine. It's slightly crooked, but it feels solid enough. The plasticky thing with rhythm and treble on it is the same material as the scratch plate. Knobs feel nice and tight, feel smooth. This one is doing something weird. It's turning past the point where it's supposed to stop, so I don't know whether that's the actual knob that's turning on the spindle or the pot's no good. But I'll investigate that in a minute. Right, let's look at the pups. Okay, so you've got your P90 soap bar ceramic pickups, which look okay. There's no way of adjusting the height on these, they're just screwed into the body. You've got these like foam wedges underneath, I suppose, so if you wanted to raise it higher you'd have to pack it a little bit more, I suppose, or put something else under there. There's no spring system or anything like that for adjusting the height. Alright, so as you can see, the bridge pickup has a bigger wedges than the neck to compensate, I suppose. All looks very neat in there, it's all done well. They would be pretty easy to replace if you wanted to upgrade those. They're just held in with these two humongous screws in the middle like this. Okay, let's have a look inside. Small pots as you could expect. And this one here is actually loose, and that was the reason why that knob was turning past the stop point. So that will need tightening up. But all looks, as you'd expect, pretty neat. And there's inside the toggle switch. They've given you a lot of lead there. But yeah, again, it's all pretty neat. And what's really good about this guitar, it's a very, very thick body. So in these cavities, you've got a lot of room. So upgrading, larger pots, whatever you want to do in there, you've got lots of space, which is great. One of my favourite things about this particular guitar is this here. That is a thing of beauty. That is so nicely done. I absolutely love that. And it means that you can get right up to the highest fret without any problems at all. It's really comfy to play at the top. That is genius. The tuners are okay. They're not the best. I noticed this one here has a washer missing. Has the black washer on there, the spring washer. It doesn't have the nylon white washer on there. It still works, but it's flapping around. I mean, easy to sort out, but I mean, you'd think that they would replace that. But the nut is plastic. It's okay. It's reasonably well cut. Doesn't look to have any issues at all. The headstock looks quite nice. The Harley Benton logo and everything all looks very well done. Not got a problem with that. Now the fretwork on this guitar is very nice indeed. They've obviously spent time and budget on that area, which is a great thing. There's no high frets. They're really nicely done. They're polished well. Not sure if the previous owners polished them. They might well have done, but even so, polishing frets isn't a massive issue anyway. But they're just really nice. They feel good. I've put a little bit of oil on the fretboard. It was a little dry. But yeah, it's come up real nice. Tailpiece and bridge is your standard, cheapy stuff, but does the job, looks okay. Jack socket is standard, cheapy, but does the job. Okay, now it's time to put it all back together and get down the studio. Okay, sound test. So I'm running through 5-watt Class A valve head into the Harley Benton 1x12 cabinet with the Celestion Vintage 30 in there. It's going into my pedal board, which has a couple of tube screamers, delay, usual stuff. Into my Focusrite interface, into CS6 Adobe Audition with my SE mic. So here is the neck pickup. Nice and bright and chimey, lovely. Middle position. Hang on, turn the volume up, helps. Almost Strat-like. It's a very, very twangy guitar, very bendy. Very nice to play, actually. And the bridge. So it's got out tuned slightly. Middle. nice. Chuck a bit of dirt on there. Guitar sustains really well. So, would I buy this guitar? Nah. Not a B-stock one. Just get a normal one. They're £126. I mean, I don't know. £126 for one of these in A1 condition is insane. It's a great playing guitar. It looks authentic. It's well built. Sounds cool. There's loads of room to upgrade if you want to, although you don't really need to. This is a gigging instrument. I would happily take this out, as I do my other Harley Bentons. I take them out and gig them. £126, people. You don't need to buy a B-stock one.